I'm a convicted pedophile, AMA. As the title states, I'm a convicted pedophile or child molester. I am a 23 male who's been caught, convicted, and am currently in therapy. I'm doing this with the approval of my therapist. I am turning my life around slowly but surely. The main purpose of this AMA is to get everything off my back and to help and assist parents and others with recognizing signs that they should look for. I'm happy to answer any and all questions, but due to safety reasons I will not give out my personal information. But the things I can say is that my charge was solicitation of a minor through a computer or other electronic device and was sentenced to 17 months in prison when I was 21. I understand I will receive a lot of hate and some death threats, however I feel knowledge is power. To those people I only ask that take a moment to think about what you're writing. Yes, I even hate myself, but I did what I did and I can't take that back, but if I can assist at least one parent or someone, then this is worth all the hate and backlash. To the mods, I will do my best to verify any and all information if requested. How would you recommend people deal with a teenager attracted to much younger children to make it less likely that they'll act on it? The best way in my opinion would be to get said teenager therapy and to keep them away from younger children as much as possible, or keep an adult there to watch over them. Though this is all opinion. When did you first feel the attraction or desire towards a minor? Has this affected you growing up at all? If so, how? Thank you. Looking back, I would say the first feeling would have been around the age of 18-19. And the best way I can answer that question is that I now have a felony conviction for the rest of my life, and I also have to register with the LEOs of my state, US, every 6 months for the rest of my life. American Samoa. Well, if that's not what you meant, could you please clarify? But thank you. I just wanted to say that it's really nice of you to allow these questions, which could help parents and children alike to notice signs and stuff with the electronic age. How's your therapy going? Is it like normal therapy, like just talking, or is it more of a focus on the pedophile part? Do you ever do group therapy? Do you still feel an attraction to adolescents? Have you met other pedophiles? What advice can you give to kids and parents about protecting themselves and their kids online from others? Oh dear, where to start? First, that's why I'm doing this, is because the type of help you get for these situations is primarily taught in schools, and it's just a boring PowerPoint for the kids. Parents don't realize the power the internet has and what can go on. Therapy is going good, I feel, and it's primarily one-on-one with the occasional group once a month. And no, I don't feel attraction to them anymore, as I have stopped talking to them, which helps keep any of those feelings down. Most of the other pedophiles I've met were in prison, though the others were in therapy. And now the big question, for kids: A, don't give out any personal information because that will be used against you. B, if someone starts saying they want to get to know you, block them or delete them. C, don't add anyone unless you know them in real life. And finally D, don't post about any personal problems, that will once again be used against you. Now for parents, don't buy your kid a phone unless they really need one. Number 13-year-old needs a phone. Everywhere they go should have a trustworthy adult, and they should have your number memorized. Also talk to your kids and have parent and kid time, i.e. board game night. If you don't give them attention, they will find that attention online. I'm sure I could give out more, but I think you got the gist of it. Hello, victim of childhood sexual abuse here. Since I'm someone who was, I guess, at the receiving end of shit like this, I would like to say that I appreciate you coming here to help warn parents to help prevent it from happening again. Really glad you're getting help, too. A lot of people don't make that step, so to see you trying to make a change for the better restores my faith in people a little. What made you turn around and realize you messed up and that you wanted to change? Was it anything specific, or was it something you came to terms with over time? I'm very sorry to hear that, and I hope you were able to bring him or her to justice. And the tipping point was when I got arrested, or well, when I got the phone call from the detective telling me I had a warrant for my arrest. I turned myself in. I had tried to get mental help while in prison, however there is nothing that our state can provide unless I had done something way worse, actually done something, and so during my time alone in solitary confinement I knew I had to become better. Had you not been arrested, do you think your relationship with the 14-year-old would have continued and possibly turned into something physical? Most definitely. The child was only a couple cities away, and knowing how stupid I was at that time, it would have progressed to something physical. Are you attracted exclusively to children? I was at that point of my life, however not anymore, due to actively only talking to co-workers and others around me currently. I am a victim of pedophilia, at the same age, 14, and of the same ways that you described. I'm about to turn 19 and am just now coming to terms with what happened. I get so angry when I think about what that consenting, grown adult did to me. Even though I felt like an adult at the time, and I had gone through even more than some adults that I knew had, I was not. I was just a little girl. Now the thought of it keeps me awake at night, but there's one recurring thought that I just can't seem to shake. How does someone ruin a little kid's life before it even starts and get pleasure from it? I hope your therapy helps you. I'm very sorry to hear what has happened to you, and I sincerely hope everything goes okay with you. But to answer your question, only in my case, it was an addiction, and I felt, I know I'll get a lot of hate for this, that they wanted to as well as I did, and it seemed like they enjoyed it. Was there any event that you can attribute your desires to, or was it something you just felt and noticed out of the blue? It was more out of the blue more than anything. Hadn't really thought much until I took a look at myself one day. Do you feel guilt/remorse? That's a hard one to answer as well. Yes, I feel remorse, and I will get a lot of hate for this, but not guilt. Me and the kid were texting back and forth knowing the other's age. And that's one of the things I'm currently working in therapy.